Mr. Anil Sagar, the Director of Renata Envirocom Pvt Ltd. He has more than 2 decades of experience in telecom, IT and manufacturing industry across sales, operations, marketing, finance and technology. Coming from an engineering background from IIT Delhi, he is an MBA from IIM Calcutta and he has also founded 2 startups in the last 7 years and is currently focused on providing Industrial IoT and Industry 4.0 solutions to manufacturing sector and commercial and industrial buildings through Renata Envirocom Pvt Ltd. He has also worked for companies like Nokia, Ericsson, Bharti Airtel, Indus Towers and Wipro in India and in Europe. Today, Mr. Anil will give us a brief view on IIoT, a gateway to increase OEE. So, delegates, let's welcome Mr. Anil Sagar.
I have around 10 minutes with me. So what I'll do is in the first 5 minutes, I'll give you an idea about the use cases which are being used in the industry right now, the IoT use cases for making efficient use of energy. So energy could be in various forms. So we'll look at various ways in which energy can be used more efficiently. And then in the last 5 minutes, we will look at some of the demos. You would get a real feel of how the things are being done in the industry. So currently I'm running a company called Renata Envirocom Pvt Ltd. We are based in Delhi and our focus is essentially IoT solutions and automation using IoT in the manufacturing sector. So that's what we do. So these are the 2 use cases which can be used for increasing the energy efficiency in the manufacturing sector. So one is more on the production side, the machines which are getting used in the production. So how we can, let's say, optimize the energy use there. And then all the supplementary items which are used from the utility side, from the sensor side and the industrial appliances side, which can be optimized to decrease the energy usage in the factory itself. So these are the 2 aspects. So we will focus more on industrial IoT in the utilities for now, and we will also talk about how that can be extended to make more efficient use of energy in the production side. So let me start with a couple of use cases. So first, before going into the use cases, this is a quick list of the customers that we have. So mostly in the manufacturing sector, but also in the transport sector and a lot of different kind of industries, including injection molding, die casting and so on and so forth, and also pharma and others, right? So this gives a good idea about the kind of industries which are using such kind of solutions right now. So let's go to the industrial IoT use cases. So one very basic use case is energy monitoring. So now a lot of companies right now is using this platform of energy monitoring for decreasing the energy usage or optimizing the energy usage in their factory. So now the idea is to really understand once we get the data from whether it be grid side or diesel generator or solar side, or even if some factories are using PNG or similar gases for their furnaces and stuff like that. So how to optimize everything. So once we get the data, now the next step is essentially to look at what are the analytics that we can do to really see what is going wrong with, let's say, major energy guzzlers in a factory or maybe in a building as well. So major energy guzzlers are, let's say on the office side, are HVAC systems, for example, boilers and compressors for that matter. But then you have various machines which are used in production as well. They use a lot of energy as well, and then pumps and furnaces and so on and so forth. So what we do is we put up energy meters, smart energy meters there, and get the data from those energy meters using IoT gateway. Then using 4G connectivity, we send it to a cloud server where our application is resided, and that's where you do all the analytics. So some of the key parameters where you do analytics are power factor and harmonics. These are the 2 key ones which you are able to monitor very closely on various machines and appliances that you have. And looking at the power factor, you can then see how you can increase the power factor to 0.995 and so on. And similarly, harmonic side as well, it becomes very important to manage the harmonics so that it doesn't impact or burn any equipment in your premises. So it can actually save a lot of money on the production side. So we as a company not only provide the IoT solution as such, we work with the customer to really consult them on the best energy use, right? So we have a deep knowledge of energy usage and how it can be optimized, let's say using not just energy monitoring, but various energy saving items as well. For example, EC motors, which can be used in AHUs and so on. So just one example there, and then harmonics filters to really increase the usage and the efficiency of the energy basically that you have. So energy monitoring is one key aspect that you can use for optimizing the energy usage. Then very quickly you can put up, let's say, level sensors in fuel tanks if you are using fuel for DGs, or for that matter any kind of liquid that you have. It could be water, it could be any chemical that you are using for processing of your products for that matter. You can put up level sensors and actually see the level in real time, that how the consumption is happening, how the filling is happening, and how the pilferage is, and so on and so forth. So that can actually be linked up with the efficiency of the equipment, which is actually using that chemical or that fuel, and so on and so forth. So that can be done remotely as well. Then UPS monitoring, which is very important for your production, because some of the key machines are there on UPS in your factory. So really monitoring UPS in real time is very important for you from the production side. This I leave for now. This is more towards the warehousing, but gas monitoring. So how much gas is being used in the production? Is there any leakage which is happening? So what we do is we put up all the flow meters in your pipeline and then get the data regarding the volume being used, flow rate, and any leakages which are there. Similarly on the water side as well. So we give you complete water balance in terms of how much water is getting used or coming into your premises from the main supply, how much is coming from the bore well, how much is getting used in ETP, STP, RODM, how much is getting used in production, how much is getting wasted, right? So you get a complete view and really can see how much water you can actually save. So you can see the wastage happening there as well, and actually you can curb that also. So this gives you a very good visibility, and then once you have the visibility, you can control it very well. And then compressed air leakage. This is a major energy consumer in any factory for that matter. So really seeing the efficiency of the compressor and really seeing that there are no leakages happening in the distribution system. So we put up flow meters at various places to help you do that. Then there are various ways in which you use number of sensors to reduce energy usage. For example, one of our customers is using temperature and humidity monitoring to actually see the efficiency of their servers which are running in the data centers. Then this is one example of how to use IoT and automation very effectively to minimize the energy usage. So in this one, what is happening is that in office space, you have various rooms. So in those rooms, you put up presence sensors and you also put up a temperature sensor. So presence sensor would let you know if anybody is there in the room or not. And if nobody is there in the room, whether the AC is running or not through the temperature sensor. So if the AC is running and nobody is there, then you can switch it off either automatically, or you can send a notification to the maintenance guys who can come and then switch it off, depending on how your AC is built up. Right? So these are the kind of automations which are possible really. So you can do this on the AHU side as well. You can control your AHUs, you can schedule them, you can switch on, switch off these items remotely. This is for data centers in which we do temperature, humidity monitoring, fire alarm system status as well, CCTV monitoring, UPS monitoring, energy monitoring in the same dashboard. So you have a single dashboard in which you are able to see everything. And once you get data from various sources, you are able to correlate them very well and then see where the energy wastage is happening. Similarly, now all your major appliances like transformers, boilers and compressors, they are the key ones where you can actually save energy as well. So we put up various sensors in those appliances. Even if they are PLC controlled, we connect the PLCs as well to remotely monitor all the sensors, but also control them if required. For example, on the compressor side, so this is on the transformer side, but on the compressor side, for example, you can actually change settings in the PLC remotely as well. So you can control some aspects of the compressor remotely as well. So that is the kind of platform that is available. So you can save a lot of cost there as well. Similarly, on the pump side, you can monitor pump, you can prevent wastage of water, leakages and so on and so forth. Air quality monitoring, this is more towards pollution, not so much on the energy efficiency, but similar concept which you can use for healthier environment in your premises. Then lastly, you can remotely control your appliances, as I said. So if you have ACs, lightings, motors and fans and so many things which consume energy, and sometimes you don't want them to be running at a certain time if they are not getting utilized fully. So you would want to switch them off So you can schedule them on an app and you can actually remotely configure them. You can remotely switch on, switch off them. So that gives a whole gamut of use cases that you can use for energy efficient operations in your factory. So these are some of the, let's say, differentiators that we have, that we provide end-to-end consulting, not just the platform on the software side, but we look at your whole environment and we install the required sensors, required flow meters, do the complete consulting, and then do the software installation as well. So end-to-end solution we provide. Then if you require help on the analytics, for example, if you don't have an in-house analytics team, then we can provide that team as well, who would proactively monitor your systems all the time, so that you have a good hand-holding on the system. So you not only just have the system in place, but you make the best use out of the system as well. So we make sure that also. Then 20% customization is there, which means customization is there, but at the same time 80% is already built, the system. So the rollout of the services are very fast, and there is a single platform for all the services. So all the use cases which I have shown just now, they are available on the single platform itself, which creates a very good ease of use for you. And also correlation of data from different environments can be correlated, and you can figure out a number of things. So that was my presentation. Very quickly, just let me just show you the system as well. So for example, this system, if you can see, this is an energy monitoring system deployed in Goa and Pune for one of the companies. They are a company who make water tanks like Syntex. So you can see here across various machines, they are doing energy monitoring. Various parameters are there which are coming in real time. So we are monitoring their power factor, we are monitoring their energy usage and their harmonics as well. And this has given them a very good benefit, because earlier there were a lot of drives that they had which were burning because of the harmonics, but we have brought the harmonics below 4% for them after complete monitoring. So that is one use case. Then you have one company in Dubai who is using our system for diesel monitoring in their diesel tanks in various locations. So this is one kind of dashboard which is available. So you can see that the same system can have various different kind of dashboards and is very flexible, very easy to use essentially. So all the charts are available, ready-made for you to use. You can use different charts which are readily available in the system as well. And a lot of functionalities are inbuilt into the system which you can use there and then. This is Sun Pharma based in Punjab, who are using our system for borewell monitoring and also water level underground, because currently CGWA and state water supply boards have actually asked them to supply this information, that how much water they are using from borewell, how much is there under the level where they are situated, for example. So those kind of monitorings as well we do. Then this is temperature humidity monitoring, in which you can set up thresholds. So if temperature goes beyond a certain limit or humidity goes beyond a certain limit, then there is a notification which goes to the operator to take corrective action. And then it can be escalated as well. If the action is not taken within 10 minutes, that can go to the manager and his manager and so on and so forth. And lastly, this is one use case which is a combination of energy in a production environment. So here you can see that there was an energy meter put up on a big machine. This is for Usha Group. They are based in Thailand, and it's a steel plant essentially. You can see this blue one is one shift and this pink one is another shift, and you have lunches and breaks in between. And this is a current profile. So whenever the current is below 10 ampere, you know that the machine is down. So using the current profile itself, we were able to give them an idea about the downtime in various shifts. So you can see for the last 7 days, this is downtime which is there. So using this data, which is a very simple use case, using energy meter on their machine to really see the downtime, it gave them a very good idea about the shop floor efficiency, and they did not have to go for a new machine. They were able to make best use out of their existing machine itself, right? So which is again a lot of cost saving which is there. Thank you.